Okay, Boss Dog here from Bossdogcoinrings, and today we're going to be making a ring. We're going to make a ring out of a half troy ounce of fine silver, 0.999% pure silver. It's an Aztec calendar. And let me show you what that thing looks like up really close here. How beautiful that is. Half troy ounce fine silver, and it's going to be the Aztec calendar. Look how nice that is. 1/2 ounce of pure silver. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a hole in this. Going to cut a hole in this. I've got some videos on how to cut a hole in coins. Take a look at those. And then I'm going to bring you back and I'm going to show you. We're going to fold it down into the shape of the ring, and we're going to get it started. I'm going to try to take you all the way through the process here. I'm going to show you what it's going to look like when it's nice and polished, nice polished piece of silver that really gleams. I mean, they're so lustrous you can't see the detail. And then we're going to put a patina on it. I'm going to show you what it looks like with an antique finish on it. So let's get started on here, and I'm going to cut a hole in this ring, and I'm going to bring you back and we'll start folding it. Okay. We cut a hole in it. I'm going to put the Aztec calendar side on the outside of the ring, so I'm going to put that face down right before we get ready to fold it, and I'm going to fold it. Start folding it to the shape of a ring. So we'll start with this one here. Make sure you have to get it straight in there. You don't want to start crooked. Get it straight. Okay. Okay. There we go, a little shape of a ring here. I'm going to check now, make sure there's no sharp edges here. Make sure there's no sharp edges. Take some 450 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going to sand that down on the inside. Make sure there's no sharp edges. I don't want this splitting. Okay. Pull it down a little bit more here. Continue the folding process. Now it's starting to work hard in a little bit, so I'm going to take it back to the heat. Take it back to the heat it up. We'll come back and we'll finish the fold. Okay, we took it to the heat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue to fold it right on down to the shape of a ring. All we did was anneal it. We annealed it and then quenched it. It makes it a lot more malleable, easy to work with. So now we're going to put it in here. We're going to fold it. We're going to fold it right down even so the sides are up flush with this cone. Okay. There we go. Make sure we get that in there straight. Put that in there like that. Okay, now we've got it flush right up there with the cone, so that's as far as we can go with that. We're going to make a size 11 ring here, a size 11 ring with this. So right now we're going to put it on the stretcher. Let's see here, put it on the stretcher here. What I want to do is I'm trying to take this bow out. If you see the bow in the ring, I'm going to put it on the stretcher and try to take that bow out of there. So right now, that's what we're gonna do now. Put it on the stretcher, try to get that bow out, make it more symmetrical so it doesn't have that cone shape to it. So what we're gonna do is, I'm putting some protector. This silver, I don't want to lose any of the detail, so I'm putting a protector on here. Every time you turn it, you want to turn the ring 1/4 of a turn. We're going to check right now, make sure nothing's starting to split. Check the cut edge here, make sure the cut edge, there's no cracks or anything there starting to split. Okay. We're going to take it back to the heat. We don't want to split it right now. We're going to take it back to the heat. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We heated it up. Now we're going to put it back on the stretcher and stretch again. I'm going to continue to put this plastic over here. We don't want to lose any of that detail on the inside of that ring, and we're just going to take it right on down as far as we can here. Okay, see where we're at here. Okay, that's about as far as we're going to go here. Looking nice, starting to straighten out a little bit here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a Swedish wrap. We're going to put it in a Swedish wrap. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. Right now it's sitting at a size 14. We wanted a size 11, so I'm going to take this down to a 10.5. Take out some of the inside of that ring there, and it'll be a nice symmetrical looking ring. So let me get set up here. I'll bring you right back in. Okay, I'm going to take this ring. I'm going to wrap it up with some, I call it my blue monster tape. I got to put 5 to 6 layers on here. That's going to protect the detail because we're going to press it down in a Swedish wrap. We're going to reduce the size, and there's a lot of pressure in there, and we don't want to lose any of that detail. So put it right here in the Swedish wrap here. Okay, so I get it in there. I put one of these cloths in there because I don't want to lose it. Okay, I'm going to write down that Swedish wrap. Okay, so as far as that's going to go. See the pressure? What we're looking for, you see the detail starting to come in on the side. That bow is almost out of that. Bow's completely gone just about. See, we got the detail starting to come in. We're going to continue to push it down. We're going to continue to push it down in here until, let's see here. Okay, we're not going to push it out the bottom. When it gets down close to the bottom, we're going to take it out and put it in a smaller Swedish wrap. I hate pushing them out the bottom because it damages the ring. So continue pushing this down. Going to stop right there. See what size we have here. Oh, perfect. Just about a size 11 right there. That's as far as we want to get. That's as far as you want to go with the Swedish wrap. Now, we're going to do the rest of the sizing using the stretcher and a reducing die. We're going to get this down to a size 10.5. I hate this tape. It's so hard to come off here. Okay. Look at there how nice that's starting to look right there. Right now we have it at a size 11.5, okay? I'm gonna put it on the stretcher. I'm gonna get it nice and symmetrical. Then we're gonna run it through the reducing die and size it right down to the size we need, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, all I've done is put it back on the stretcher again, get it nice. See how nice that's starting to look? Now we're going to reduce it. We're going to go down to the size we're looking for. Right now it's sitting at a size, almost a size 13. We're going to take it down to a 10.5. So we're going to take it down to a 10.5. I'm going to put it in here. Start reducing that a little bit, like a 10.5. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, man, look at that. Ooh, man, that is really looking nice. This is going to be one beautiful ring. You've never seen anything like this. Now, when you reduce it on one side, you have to turn it over and reduce it the same on the other side. So I can see how much is sticking up there in that gap. I'm going to turn it over the other way. I want to reduce it until I get that same size gap on the other side. So it looks like we go down just a little bit there. Perfect, just absolutely perfect. Okay, look how nice that ring. Now, look how nice and symmetrical that ring is. Now, look at that. Look how nice and symmetrical that ring is. Isn't that a beauty? This is going to be one gorgeous Aztec calendar ring. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, all I'm going to do here is, I'm going to do this off of camera, is all I'm going to do in here is there's a ridge right in here of silver that's built up in here. It's not a very comfortable fit. It's like a little bridge there. So I'm taking that, I'm going to take that ridge out of there. I'm going to take a tool here. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to take that ridge completely out. So it has a nice smooth fit. So it just slides right on your hand, nice and smooth. I'm going to take that ridge out. I'm going to sand that ridge down, make it nice and smooth. I'm going to sand down this cut edge. I'm going to round it off, sand it down a little bit. I'm going to take off some of the fire scale here, and I'll bring you right back in and show you what that looks like before I put the final touches on. But this is going to be one gorgeous ring. Okay. All I've done here is took that lip out right there, made it for a nice fit. Rounded off that edge with 1500, 2000 grit sandpaper, nice rounded edge, no cut, nothing really sharp there. Like I said, took this ridge out, took some of the fire scale off of it, and this is what it looks like. This is what it's looking like so far. Look at the inside there, inside right here. Smoothed all that in there so it's a nice comfortable fit there. Look how nice that is there. And rounded that off, took the fire scale off of it. Look at that, that's gonna be a beauty. Aztec calendar, pure copper, one half ounce copper. Right, okay, here's what we're gonna do now. I could polish this up some more. I could make it so lustrous you can see yourself in it, but I don't want to do that because I'm going to put a patina on that. It's hard to see even right now, it's hard to see the detail on that. It's hard to see the detail on that. Even now, it's really polished up nice. It looks nice. So I'm going to put an antique finish on it. When I put that antique finish off, it's going to draw that detail out. So we'll take a look and see what it looks like there. It's already sized, it's shaped. One more touch here and let me get set up and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so here's our ring. I got some antique finish in here. I use liver of sulfur. A couple drops in some steaming, just short of boiling hot water. I mixed it up in here. I usually do like 5 or 6 of these at a time, but for this video, we'll just do one. I'm just gonna drop it in here. That beautiful. Oh, also, before I did that, I made sure I put it in some acetone and I cleaned it up real good. Get all the grease off of it, oil, any kind of polishing compounds. And I went inside and I washed it with soap and water and dried it off, and now we're going to drop it right here. That beautiful ring is going to turn black. Look how nice that is, We're going to drop it in here. I'm just going to turn black. I make sure I get all the soap off of it. Okay, say goodbye. Boom, there it goes right in there, just like that. And it'll start turning dark immediately. Look at there. So I'm going to leave that in there for about 2 minutes. Make sure it gets nice, and then we're going to let it dry. I'm going to leave that in there for like 2 minutes. See how black it's getting? Look at the toning on that. And then I'm going to take it out and let it dry, and then I'm going to basically some steel wool on the inside, take off the high point so the antique finish stays in the background, and I knock off the high spots, and all the high spots come up so you can read the detail on everything, including the outside of the ring. Wait till you see what this looks like. It doesn't look like much now. It doesn't look like much now. But after it turns black, I let it dry, come back in and show you what we're going to do. Okay, here's what it looks like. Look how beautiful that ring is. Stone cold black. Okay, here's what we're going to do here. Now I'm going to take some steel wool. I'm just going to go on the inside of it with steel wool. I just want to knock off the high spots and leave the antique finish in the background. I'm just going to show you briefly what I'm going to do. So that's what I did. I left most of the antique finish in the background. I just knocked off the high spots. So now you can really read all the detail in there, okay? So now I'm going to take this here. I'm just going to show you briefly what I'm going to do. I'm taking that nice shiny side and make that shiny, and I'm taking it off the other side. So I had shiny on this side, shiny on this side. Now we're going to start hitting the top of this ring and taking off some of that antique finish so you can see the calendar in the background. All I'm doing is I'm hitting the high spots so it comes through, and it's going to leave the antique finish in the background. I'm just going to briefly do this. I'm going to go back and do it in detail, show you what it looks like. But basically, I'm going to give you an idea of what I've done so far here. And then I'll finish it up, and I'll come back and show you what the final product is. But this is what it's starting to look like. It's going to be shiny there, shiny there. You can see the detail has come through. So now you can actually see the detail on the calendar. See how nice that looks? Okay, I'm going to go finish this up. I'll bring you back and show you the final product. Okay, here's the final product. I hope you can see the beauty in this ring. I'm not sure if I got enough light in here to really make this look nice or what. There it is. Okay, there it is, final product. I'll leave a link below to my Etsy shop, Bossdogcoinrings at Etsy.com, or go to Etsy and just type in Bossdogcoinrings, or click on the link in the description box. It'll take you right to my shop. I'm going to have this ring for sale there with all the pictures I've taken with it. You can get one just like it. You can get it either polished or antique finish. I suggest this antique finish because it really looks beautiful. It's really a beautiful ring. All you have to do is take a silver cloth and polish it up every day. It's absolutely gorgeous. Also, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'll be making some more rings here in the future here, show you how to make them, and hit the like button, hit the notification button for future videos. I hope you like this video. I know I rushed everything. There's a lot of little stuff I did in the background that I wasn't able to show you because it's just time consuming, but that really looks like a nice ring. So anyway, this is Boss Dog Coin Rings here. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you soon.